Alright, welcome to the Basic Formations lecture for Training Day 1. My name is Melis and I will be your instructor for this course. Alright, the topics we will be covering today in lecture are two formations that you may already know well. These are line formation and staggered column formation. The goal of this lecture is to provide everyone with a basis of knowledge that will assist with the training exercises today. If you have any questions throughout the lecture, if there's anything I can make clear, please write them down and I will address them later during our training session together. So, moving on to the line formation. The team leader is located in the middle of the formation with the other members surrounding him. There's no defined order right now, so any member can fall in wherever unless specified by the squad leader or team leader. So you can adjust it to the situation. Okay, so some instances in which the line formation would be used is when you are advancing toward a suspected or known threat. This is ideal because the line formation focuses a maximum volume of firepower to the front, and because of the large volume of fire concentrated towards the front, the line formation may also be used or be helpful in providing suppressive fire to a flanking element. Alright, so a demonstration of line formation looks like this. All the members are relatively abreast and moving in a straight line in one direction. It's a fairly simple formation and we'll practice it a little bit today. So calling commands for line formation for a team leader and squad leader will sound roughly like this. I'll say team, form line, then give a direction, in this case due north, with 2 leading and 3 on right. So what that means is to the left of the team leader here, so to the left we have 2 are leading, and then the trailing or to the right of the team leader we have 3 on the right. So he's saying 2 leading, 3 on right, or you can use any variation of that command. So you could say team, form line, northeast, 1 leading, 4 on right. So moving on to the staggered column. This is a fairly simple scenario that uses a follow the leader type of method. It allows for a rapid assembly and movement. And due to the nature of the staggered column, formation members have fields of fire to both flanks of the formation. You can see that here. So left and right, everybody's got a clear field of fire, so it makes the flanks especially strong. However, the front of the formation is weak because only 2 elements, the first 2 here, have frontal fields of fire. However, this can be easily adjusted by shifting to variations of the line formation, which I'll cover here in a minute. So another benefit of the staggered column is you can organize your teams into rows here. So we have team 1 here and team 2 here, and this makes it easy. Say you want to break off and do an objective, or need to break off and do an objective with separate teams. It's already organized, so you can just team 1 can peel off to the left, team 2 can peel off to the right, and it's easily separated and organized, so there's no guessing or trying to organize your team at the last minute. Alright, so here's a demonstration of the staggered column. Most of you guys probably know what this looks like, but again, just to provide a visual. Alright, so the last portion here with the staggered column is adjusting the contact. So this will cover contacts on the flank. Left and right flank are synonymous. You basically just you do the same thing with respect to the direction of contact. So this example is contact left. So everybody will face to the left, and then the right row will shift to the left and will form a line facing left in order to return the max volume of fire on the contact or contact area. The same is true of the right. You just reverse everything to the right direction. If you take fire or contact from both sides, the element would remain in staggered column formation with each row firing to the respective side. So the row on the left would fire to the left, the row on the right fires to the right. So pretty basic. Alright, and then adjusting the contact to the front and rear. Basically the same thing, we're just facing either to the front or the rear and forming a line in that direction to return the largest volume of fire possible. Alright, and some additional notes I want you guys to consider when we're in contact. First, alert teammates to the threat, and you do this concisely. So a simple phrase like contact left, contact right, contact front, those are all concise. They don't junk up the comms with too much information. And then once everybody is in cover or in position and returning fire, then feel free to call bearings and movement and stuff like that. So the first process of events is alert concisely, then seek cover or concealment. So I've provided two examples here. This stone wall is a good example of cover. This grass or bushes or whatever is concealment. Personally, always go for cover. Concealment is okay if you're doing like reconnaissance or something like that, but it offers no protection to you. So in a firefight, you always want cover. Just look for cover. If there is none, I don't know, find the best method to conceal yourself or get out of the direct line of fire. Okay, so 3 and 4 are interchangeable. They're synonymous. After you seek out cover, you should return fire and scan, or scan and return fire, and constantly look for new threats. And then also update your team members on enemy movements and things of that nature. And then await further instruction from your squad leader or team leader or who's ever in command. So this should be the basic elements of when we hit contact. That should be your general process of events, process of actions. Again, take the initiative and call stuff out. Even if you make a mistake and accidentally call something out prematurely, it still helps. So don't be afraid to make mistakes and call stuff prematurely. Being too cautious isn't a bad thing. So with that, this concludes my brief lecture on the two formations we'll be addressing in training today. If you have any questions, write them down and we can address them later in our training session. All right. Thanks, gentlemen.